What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720. Somebody mute their mic in the back. Somebody got some shit going on. But anyway, it's your boy Next Gen 720. We're back with the Xbox Beastfire. Sorry, running a little late today, but I had to let the dogs out. I gotta mute myself in the back. But anyway, hold on. I sent the link to D. He hopefully should be here shortly. Shout out to everybody in the chat. You'd be so kind to tweet it out. Let me send my man need a link. I forgot. Jesus, forgive me. I'm human. But there's a few things I want to that we're going to discuss today that I haven't really talking. Well, not this group together. I haven't spoken about. I want to get you guys' opinion about PUBG mouse and keyboard support. Dead Rising 4. We haven't talked about that amongst each other. A few other things. 1080p, 60 frames for the Assassin's Creed. I think someone tried to call D out last night about it or something. I forgot what the hell was going on. It was kind of late. Like I said, a few things that I want to talk about. Before I get started today, though, what's been going on with you, Garrett? What you got going on your channel?
Oh man, same old, bro. Just working on some new content. Working on trying to get a couple things together. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do something different. You know, I want to do more streaming. Probably on the weekends, I'm gonna be doing a lot more. Well, even during the weeks too, man. I'm gonna be doing a lot more streaming. You know what I'm saying? I like doing the videos, but I like to do the streaming and talking to the people too. So you already know. Mess with the channel, XBL Gaming. You already know. Post up with the close up. What up, bro?
What's good? You already know what it is. Post up with the close up, Mister. Let's talk about it. And I just want to thank the congregation, y'all.
It's like you whispering now.
Man, hello, bro.
Hey, what's going on with your mic, Chick?
My bad. I'm good now. Right there. Is that better?
You're good right now.
Okay, I want to thank the congregation for gathering here with the Chosen One Xbox Ministry. We got Apostle C, Prophet King, Prophet Jesse P, Prophet
what up?
on everything, Reaper, and Prophet Masterlin. We're going to have a great show. I got some content coming out. I'm going to try to drop it tonight. Be more consistent with the videos to get the channel really moving. But other than that, I'm ready to get to it. Let's go.
All right. First up, like I said, there's been a lot of I guess feedback within the community on pro PC side, and again, I just don't even like to say that word PC. But anyway, about mouse and keyboard support for the Xbox. Why don't you see Xbox or just for consoles? To give you why I feel the way that I feel about this, I remember I was given an early copy of Shadowrun. Old school Windows game, and they had a version for the 360 where I remember they had Windows Live and they had the whole Xbox Live thing. But anyway, the console guys got to play against the PC guys, and it literally wasn't any competition whatsoever. Literally, just think, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have a mouse.
Hold on. Oh, no, man. No, keep going, because some people were saying they can hear static.
On who end?
I'm sorry. No, keep going.
Oh, is the static still there?
Nah, you good. Oh, no, keep going. You good now. Okay. Go ahead, keep going.
All right. So anyway, so that's what I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying, if you don't know anything about that, just imagine having a mouse, and just you can put the cursor right over someone's eye and click, shoot. You look at my avatar, see all the freckles across my face. You can shoot that freckle right there. Like, it's really accurate. And there's I don't care how skilled you are with the controller, you will never be able to really gun or duel a guy on a mouse and keyboard. And again, and I look at it like this, and I want to get each one of you guys' opinion about this. Some of you guys may feel different. I know K-Mega had his own thing about options, options are cool, but I think console gaming in itself, even Cliffy B, he gets a lot of hate right now in the community. And you know, his game Lawbreakers is on PC, and he said that he would never allow the PC community with the console community because it's not fair. Look, guys, we played Gears a few times, and what's my man name from Smash Mouth? From Bang Bang. He has a mouse and keyboard, and again, it's still, I don't care. Even though that's a third person, it's not fair. You're at a disadvantage. Trust me. But again, what? Still static?
Oh, my bad. He plays Gears with a controller though, because
so he say.
There's no what's the
so
name?
he say. So he say. I sit around. One day I sit back and just watch. Just say, ZB remove slow. I watched that dude do a circle around somebody. You ain't doing all that with the I don't care if you got the elite controller. But anyway, but I've seen a couple of people, like I said, with I've seen 3 other people, like I said, with mouse and keyboard. And I said, but you watch them forget wall bouncing, they literally can spin around somebody like it's crazy as hell. But anyway, Garrett, what are your thoughts about that? Like, give me your opinion. Should mouse and keyboard come to consoles? Are you cool with it? Talk to me.
Yo, I know this is gonna sound crazy to y'all, but as far as like PUBG goes with the mouse and keyboard, believe it or not, I'm wondering how they gonna make it work without the mouse and keyboard. You gotta understand, when you putting attachments on the guns and stuff in that game, like you gotta click it, drag and drop it over on the gun. You know what I'm saying? To do all that with a controller, it would take too long. Somebody would run in the house and kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been playing the game on PC. Like the game, everything is fast on that game. When you parachute down, people see you parachuting down. They'll follow you right in that house. You gotta hurry up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be taking time. Not to mention, you gotta hurry up and move to the assigned area. So honestly, it's gonna be pretty hard to get PUBG to work right without the piece, without the mouse and keyboard. I'm not gonna lie. If I like using, you know me, I would rather use a controller, you know what I'm saying, for as far as for shooting and everything. But once you pause the game or pull up that menu, that's when you need that mouse and keyboard. But
okay,
I must say, far as shooters, first person shooters, you know, I'm a Titanfall fan. It would be really hard for us to compete in Titanfall against mouse and keyboard guys. Also in PUBG, it's hard as hell to compete. Like, well, as far as PUBG on the PC, like using the controller is messy anyway. It's like wearing a loose glove. Like it's crazy using the controller on there. But you know, with console, everything's gonna be more optimized. Everything's gonna be better. So it's gonna be better. But to mix us in with the mouse and keyboard guys, man, like we've already seen this. Like everybody knows what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like all the losers on PC who can't compete with the PC elitists, they're gonna try to come to console so they can be the guys that are good. You know what I'm saying? You already know what it is, man. Like we've seen this move before, man.
Now, and again, I want to get posted for it, but also just to add what you're saying, I've seen someone play it. My son plays it, and with the whole mouse, you know, with the attachments, I get that. But if everyone's on a level playing field as far as with the controller, that wouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? You know, and again, you know, games. That's another issue what I had with PC gaming, because the controller felt like afterthought. You know what I mean? Like games, the controller is tight, and even with, you know, multiplayer games, everything. Like the controller always didn't feel like it was the how you say, the native or the number one option, and it is what it is. So, Post Up, what are your thoughts about this? You don't care. You answer deaf. You write with your left hand talking. What do you think about mouse and keyboard? Even coming to consoles, shooters, or just PUBG? What are your thoughts about it?
I think it'll fit in certain games. RTS games, of course. I'm from the era before Xbox Live, man, when you took the OG Xbox and you had you put them on the same network. Then you had this software in this called XB Connect.
Yes, sir.
Which allowed those. It was like an Xbox Live back in the day, really.
Yes, I play Halo. Let's play Halo 1 online.
Yeah, and you had, and I've definitely played Halo with a controller up against some PC players, and it's not fun because the mouse has no latency issues. It's just point and click, man. And you talking about getting sniped from across a giant map like they're up close to you. It's really not a fair game, man. In regards to first person shooters, it's not a fair game. Games like Gears and stuff, Gears is a game for you can still compete with them on a certain level. I know we played with Turp when he was in our group, and I killed him a bunch of times, even though he was on mouse and keyboard. But the boy was moving like he was moving, he was dancing circles around a lot of people in some of those games. But I think it'll fit in certain games. But in regards to first person shooters, games where you got to deal with pinpoint accuracy in regards to shooting, keyboard and mouse should not be allowed. So because it's an unplaying fan. But still, if you give me the access of playing keyboard and mouse on my console with other PC players that got a keyboard and mouse, then I have no issue with that. But I'm not comfortable with keyboard and mouse, so it won't benefit me anyway. I just give me a controller and I'm good. So I think keeping in games like RTSs and things like that and we'll be good. But as far as first-person shooters, third-person shooters, things like that, nah.
How do you think about the auto aim?
Wait, your mic.
Oh, damn.
Who's that?
No, let me hold on. Let me put my headset in. I'm driving home from work.
Jesus. He's in his car.
Damn, B.
All right. While he's doing that, I'll chime in.
To be the tech guy, he hopped in the chat with the cuticle in his throat.
But I'll give my I've probably played few hundred hours of PUBG at this point in time. So I play a lot now with the controller just because I know it's coming to Xbox and I wanted to see could I compete. I still win the game, but that's because I don't suck at the game.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, but just playing, and that's just straight up playing everything with a controller. I do agree with Garrett though. Even when I play with a controller, I still use my mouse and keyboard for inventory management because it's just faster. And I don't know if they're gonna fix that when they fully integrate the two, but as far as that portion, I still use my keyboard and mouse when I'm doing inventory control. Everything else I use a controller. PUBG specifically, I'll go with all the games in a second, but PUBG specifically, it's slow enough to where if you are decent with the controller, you should be able to compete. Just because even if everybody else is playing 60 plus FPS and you're playing at 30, there isn't a bunch of times where you're having a lot of really intense twitchy type fights. Like PUBG is a moderately paced game until you get to the end section, and then it's basically you trying to outgun whoever is in the smaller circle.
It's not a Twitch shooter, man.
Right. It's not a twitchy thing. So the controller doesn't, or the mouse and keyboard yes, it will give you better aiming, period. That's never going to change. But the type of game that PUBG is lends better to mouse and keyboard versus controller, as long as you're decent with the controller. Now, as far as overall, in games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, you will get your ass whipped, period. There's no ifs, no ands, no maybes. You will get your ass whipped because those games, headshots, especially in Battlefield, even just Battlefield alone, I played Battlefield with the controller and I played Battlefield with my mouse and keyboard. Every single time I play the controller, I do okay. I don't ever do bad, but I do okay. But when I play with a keyboard and mouse, headshots all day. And it's just one of those things where the aiming is so precise with a mouse and keyboard that you'll be at a disadvantage. So those games, like games that are twitchy or at least have a lot more going on within a confined space, you need to separate the two, in my opinion. Give people the option to go where they want. So if I want to go in a mouse and keyboard, maybe lobby, like one that's mixed, give me that option. But that's just because I want to test my skill.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too, though. Give them have a lobby where they let you know it's gonna be mixed, with mouse, keyboard, and controllers, and maybe throw the controller guys a little bit of an aim assist. You know what I mean? To try to bring them up to level playing
also
field.
give you the option to not play with mouse and keyboard people.
That's what we're saying.
You have a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. So, do you have to play against mouse and keyboard, or is it an option to be controller only?
I mean, I don't understand why the fuck they're pushing it anyway. Like, who cares? Like, why are you trying to?
Yeah, man,
they're pushing it.
I really don't see the advantage because console players
gonna be like that anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
One at a time.
Just make a lobby. Make a lobby where going into that lobby, you'll be playing.
Here's the thing, Jesse. I guess you maybe never experienced it. There's really no win with shooter. I want to say my thing. It's a console. At the end of the day, why are you? Here's the thing, because you're opening this Pandora box. Really. No. And a lot of people on consoles are coming here, such as myself, because I don't want to deal with a mouse and keyboard at all. So,
No, I understand that, but I'm saying if they have to push it, they want it, at least give them.
But look, this seems like something that would have got
Microsoft is trying to do that, Windows 10 fan thing.
Right.
You know
This
what
would
I'm
have
saying?
been implemented like back in the 360 days when like they first offered an internet browser and you can use your mouse and keyboard if you like.
That's fine.
That's fine, right?
Yeah.
But when it start diving into the video games and having a preference or choice to use mouse and keyboard, I mean, come on, you got Windows 10, you can play over there. I don't understand the urgency of getting a mouse and keyboard.
Hey,
Well,
all
you
day.
can just use your mouse and keyboard support on the PS Pro or the Xbox One X. Make keyboard and mouse support for that.
I bought a
and there you
console
go.
to play console. You know what I mean?
I know. I'm saying
Because
they're going to try to push it.
as long as you're
mean?
fast enough to use a keyboard and mouse, you'll kill everybody.
Yeah.
But you have to be fast enough to use it.
I mean, there is no comparison to pinpoint accuracy. Period.
Hey, all day. Let me keep it real. Let's stop being in denial, bro. It's because Phil Spencer caters to the fucking PC crowd. Let's stop bullshitting ourselves, bro. This is bullshit. You giving them your games. You letting the PC guys come. It's like leaving the gate open for the wolves to come play with the sheep. Come on, man. Stop, bro.
No,
Hey, let's be real, man. He caters to the PC dudes, man. You done damn near rendered your fucking console irrelevant. Talk to him. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You have to think back though, because people was asking for keyboard and mouse on the OG Xbox, bro, and the 360 and PS3.
PC guys. This ain't bro. Xbox guys asking for that.
It's on the Xbox. If you go to the little Xbox feedback page, is one of the things that people are asking for. They gonna buy that bullshit.
How often do you see somebody going GameStop and asking for a TV tray for the keyboard to play the games?
Hey, I just want to chime in here. First of all, everybody gives me shit when I get stuff wrong, but when I get shit right, nobody gives me credit. I reported on this like fucking 6 months ago. First of all, that mouse and keyboard was coming. Second of all, from the interview that I read over the weekend, it looks like they're going to give you a choice. So if you want to play against mouse and keyboard, you can. If you don't want to play against mouse and keyboard, you don't have to. If you don't care, you can choose that option too. He kind of laid that out in the interview. So I don't see this hurting the platform. If you don't want to play against mouse and keyboard, you just go in the lobby that doesn't have mouse and keyboard. Problem solved. I think by adding mouse and keyboard, you're actually going to attract some other PC guys that say, you know what, the Xbox, I like the specs of it. You know what, I can use mouse and keyboard against mouse and keyboard players.
Not only that, D-Do, it's developer choice whether they want to implement it or not.
Yeah, it's not mandated.
Forcing developers to say, hey, put mouse and keyboard in the game. But if a developer chooses to implement it,
listen. Maybe it's time for me to. I can't just skip past Leviticus and skip all the bad shit in the Bible. Listen to this shit here, right? Just by that, your mic is a little horrible. Spin it for a minute.
Get your mic for a minute, D.
It's not that I understand the option, right? But you're opening Pandora's box, okay? Mm-hmm. The fact that, again, that Microsoft has this thing that they want to placate or appeal to this PC audience for whatever reason. It hasn't worked thus far this generation. Xbox Play Anywhere, how the hell did that help Gears? Xbox, how the hell did that help Forza? Okay?
Facts.
What you're doing, and even those people that's asking for this on these forums, they're not console guys. I'm an Xbox guy. You say bleed green. I got 99 million motherfuckers saying bleed green. All right? I have never joined a forum and asked for mouse and keyboard support because I want to play with the controller. Those that are asking for that are not console gamers. And here's the thing: you have what Microsoft and failed to realize, right? Even Shameless Blackley, the guy, the originator of the original OG Xbox, right? Bill, they had an interview, and Bill Gates was saying, because Microsoft is Windows, and Microsoft, believe it or not, they do have a very, a couple of very popular PC games, right? Not for me, but it is what it is. How can we bring the PC crowd and the console crowd together? And he said you can't because we're just two different consumers. We're not the same thing. You know what I mean? So again, and you say, you know what, iPhone, if you want to separate the servers, fine, right? If that is the case, right? But where does it stop? At the end of the day, it's not that I have anything against any PC, but I'm a console guy. First, worry about getting this shit together here on the console side before we start worry about this shit over on PC. Now, not only check it out, right? I got to play the game with them on Xbox. Mind you, they ain't even paying for Xbox Live, right? That's one thing. I get to play with it. I'm paying for this service. They're getting it free. That's one thing. They get all of our exclusives day and date. And again, I don't want Path to Exile, but you know what I mean? And this just says, like, come on, when is it going to fucking stop here?
Z,
let me just answer this real quick. In all honesty, you just said it right there. The guys that are asking for this, they are not console players. So that tells me that you can attract a market that's not already there for the console, and they would come on board. Not everybody wants to build a $1,000 PC. Some of these guys will say, you know what, since I can use mouse and keyboard support on it, you know what, I'm going to get an Xbox One X. That's a different consumer that probably wouldn't have come to the Xbox One X. And once again, it is choice. You know what, if you play with a controller, it's not going to affect you. Just go in the freaking lobby that has a controller. It's the same old. It's the same old. And you say, where is it going to stop? It's, in all honesty, especially the Xbox One X, it's pretty much a PC anyways.
D, let me tell you something, bro. D, let me tell you something. Nobody who's getting 60+ frames per second is looking to come to the Xbox, bro. Come on, man. Stop that. Come on, bro. You know they're not.
Yeah, but there's some people that don't have the money to build a PC. The GPU market on the PC, GDR5X, just went up 30%. So you know what? In September, you're going to pay 30% more for a freaking graphics card alone, which is going to raise the price of building a PC. Some of these guys are going to say, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to get an Xbox One X. Now, when you have that mouse and keyboard support in there, it's a bonus. It's a bonus. If you play with a freaking controller, it's not going to affect you because you can choose not to play against mouse and keyboard guys.
I respond, Garrett.
Listen, man. My man, listen. I'm about to get a high-end rig. I'm about to get my man to lay everything out for me. I'm about to buy everything. I was having a thought. I was like, damn, if I could get all these frames per second, I can get everything on from the Xbox. What the fuck am I buying an Xbox One X for? You know why I'm buying the Xbox One X? For the fucking community. Because I like playing fucking games against Xbox gamers, because they're some of the best gamers out there, if you ask me. Like, this shit is what it is. We got to be honest with ourselves, bro.
Okay.
Like, you're saying that everybody doesn't have that kind of money, but okay, that's cool.
Okay,
Then
I just got a GTX 1080. I just got it like 2 days ago. I'm still getting an Xbox One X. First of all, the community is different. Yes, okay, the PC guys, they don't have to pay for Xbox Live, but you know what? They're not getting the exact same service. They're not getting all the party chat features we have. They ain't getting the 4 free games that we get a month, the backwards compatible game. They're not getting those features. So
did you say they're not getting the party chat features?
Did they enable party chat on the PC part now?
Yes.
They're still not getting the 4 free games that we get per month.
Those games suck, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Not every month.
All of people.
They just released Forza 5 for Xbox Live. Come on, man.
Do those PC guys really want those free games though? At the same time, it's like
they can get them free. They can check out the band.
Well, for me, it's a bonus because it's play anywhere. So I could buy the game once. I could play it on my PC at home. I could take my Xbox One X to work, or I can use the other Xbox One I have at work and play those games. So for me, it's a benefit.
I understand where you're coming from, bro. Listen, but let me tell you something, bro. They're more than likely, are they really doing numbers on PC? Like, why the fuck is it even over there? They're not even doing numbers.
If I can play,
helping out the bottom line of these games,
Can
bro.
I say something?
Forza did okay on the PC, to be honest. Forza did all right.
I understand Forza.
Y'all missing something. This is foreshadowing on Microsoft's part. And what I mean by that is that this is foreshadowing in regards to what they're trying to do later on down the line and combining the PC, bringing that PC and console.
And it will eventually happen.
This is just foreshadowing on their part. That's something and that's what the UWP is for as well. That's what they're moving towards.
Sony's doing it too.
One system that plays console games as well as PC games. It's going to get to that point. This is just foreshadowing on that part. And you're going to have the ability, just like on PC, on your console, to play with a keyboard and mouse or a controller. This is just foreshadowing on it's coming. And UWP is the perfect example to let you know that Microsoft is trying to unify all their stuff under one brand, under one system. You know, in a minute, the Xbox and PC is going to be the same.
And pretty soon you won't need the console.
And here's the thing, though. As far as why they're doing this, yes, they're making everything into one, like Post was just saying. But also, kind of to D's point, the people, just like I said last week, there are people who have shitty rigs and they're thinking, should I upgrade my rig or should I just get this console? Because they come into people like me and you got to pay me at minimum $3 to build you a rig. So that's $300 on top of what you're paying for the parts. So, and that all depends on how custom you want this. So you paying me $3 plus anywhere from $700 to $2,200 to build this computer, or you can go spend your $500 on this Xbox One. And for the people who have those shitty rigs, they're scraping along, getting 40, 45 FPS on their games, or they're lowering the settings and they're looking shitty, but playing them at 60 FPS, but they're used to playing them with a keyboard and mouse. This is for those people. The ones that maybe, just maybe, even if it's the slightest fucking chance, just maybe gonna buy the Xbox One X instead of upgrading their rig. Maybe. That's for those people. And they're gonna cater to those people because they want to get those people in the door.
Listen,
you give them more options.
Let me ask you a question, Master. Hold up. Why would I spend $500 for that? Why would I spend $500 for that console when I can go get me an RX 480 right now?
You can go get your RX 480 for $500. For 400 and some change, right?
But and they got cards cheaper than that. They can damn near do the same thing though.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Just the card.
For the minimum on PC to get something decent, close to comparable to Xbox One, you're gonna need an RX 480.
Those who already have a PC though, if they all they got to do is upgrade one part to it to get what the fuck they want, why wouldn't they?
No,
instead of going to an X,
then they end up in a position where you upgrade to your RX 480, but you got some G4560 CPU, right? That now your CPU becomes the bottleneck. So if you try to play at 1080p, which is what the RX 480 is designed for, like real talk, it's not designed for like high-end gaming. So you trying to play at 1080p, your CPU becomes a bottleneck. So
okay,
now
I have a question. I have a question.
And you have to upgrade your motherboard, and then you have to upgrade your RAM because you're probably using DDR3. It all comes into that.
I have a question. Okay. I would say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. This customer that Microsoft is counting on, maybe, this is the same customer that they count on to buy Gears. This is the same customer that they counted on to buy Recore.
Facts.
That they counted on to buy Forza. Okay, that didn't move the number. Listen again. But listen, what I'm saying. I say that to say this, and take it as you want. I know some people that know some people. Okay. Now, and again, my right-handed guy, I'm blind and flying. My question to Phil, maybe 2 years ago, okay? Because again, when I say this, people act like I got 3 eyeballs in the middle of my forehead or something. I don't understand the direction because even with that, they worry about this little customer over there. Take care of home first, okay? There are far more casuals out there than even your die-hard Xbox guys, okay? And again, this whole Windows 10 shit that started, I'm what you calling it, I'm not, I'm a little tech set, I can use it, but I can care less. Console guys don't give a fuck about any of this stuff here, okay? Which is the bigger audience and maybe 100 motherfuckers that may buy an Xbox because it's more powerful than rig. We have to be clear of this shit here, okay? There are far more. You can't name me one graphics card that sold 10 million. Not one.
1050 Ti.
Oh shit, gloves is all. But again, you see what I'm going. Listen, the shittiest the Wii U sold, right? We can agree on that. It outsold just about every goddamn graphics card that came out to date. Let's be clear this, okay? So I said it to say this. So that few people that feel and they're trying to put together, and like I go back to my man, Shameless Likely again. He said we're not the same, okay? And it would be idiotic of anyone to try to bring things together because again, people like the simplicity of consoles. Sit down on the ass, put the controller in, plug and play, and keep it moving. Okay, facts. One of the main reasons, not gonna say any names from Lionhead, why they didn't want to do the Windows 10 stuff and also with because of the hacking and the cheating and stuff with PC gamers. They just said it wouldn't be fair to the console guys. Like I'm telling you this shit here. So again, I don't know what what Microsoft is trying to do. I don't know, but I don't know. Man, like I said,
let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something. All right, we could sit here and say, well, you can go into a room with just PC guys and then it's going to be, no, it's not. Let me tell you something. There's not enough. The reason why they're integrating it, because there's not enough people buying it on fucking PC. So at the end of the day, they're going to end up integrating them together anyway. It's just a matter of fucking time. I guarantee you.
Here's a war.
You'll be a damn fool to think they're going to stay apart. Microsoft know what they're doing. They want them both, and it's not going to happen. Don't nobody want the Windows Store. They like Steam is the shit. I'm sorry. You can't beat them.
Yo. And you know, Microsoft gotta have their own shit, man. They just have to fight, man.
Windows Store.
I'm gonna respond to all of it all at once.
You nigga?
Yeah, I'm responding to all of it all at once. The first thing when you was like the people that they're going after was the same people they were going after to buy Gears and Forza. Those motherfucking rigs can't run that shit. Period. So they didn't buy it because their computer couldn't fucking play it.
I mean, you have lower settings.
I don't play. I'm not going like the shit that I'm talking about. The shitty rigs that people have had since 2010, and they haven't upgraded shit. Those people, they don't have rigs that can't run that shit. So those people that they're going after that might want to buy an Xbox One are the same people that haven't had the capacity because they keep having to buy new shit. So every couple years, this is how PCs work. Every few years, you gotta upgrade your shit. That is a true statement. So you upgrade it in cycles.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Right there. So the customer isn't there. Why are you still trying to? Why are you still trying to get involved over there? The customer is not there.
That was the second part I'm going to answer.
All right.
Everybody, y'all keep looking at this like Microsoft is robbing Peter to pay Paul, and it looks like that on the surface because we ain't getting no fucking games. I'm not going to argue that shit at all. But the difference is that right now Microsoft is integrating their PC side and their Xbox side as one unit. That shit hasn't happened before. Even when you keep saying Seamus Blackley said they're not the same customer, that is fucking true. In 2000, like right now, we play mostly the same shit. I know this because I play mostly on that side of the spectrum. This is me talking from a guy who plays.
But
70% of his shit
I understand what you're saying, Master. But what I'm saying is this, right? Now, and maybe let me break it down for you. How you say in layman's terms, okay? I heard everything that you said, right? But when Forza, Turn 10 and whoever the hell else releases they recommended sets, specs to run the game, right? But if you look down at the bottom, right? Down at the bottom, 2 gigs of RAM to run most of these goddamn games. So I say that to say this, right? And you can run a lot of these games on DirectX 9 or lower, right? So we can be clear of this, okay? As you talking about these same games, so these multiplats, okay? I'm not talking because this console won't appeal to people that play those Dotas or those League of Legends because this is what they into, okay?
Right, because that shit ain't
on. We're talking about to the jokers that play multiplats more or less. What you going on PC that steals them illegally any goddamn way, right? Because what did Ubisoft say? They 99% of their games are pirated on PC. Okay, so let's talk about this. We're dealing with numbers here. Okay, now again, I say this. I know some people that know some people. Okay, so everything I do and that I say here is always on purpose. Okay, and then it comes back and play out a little bit later on. So what I'm telling you is this, right? With this direction that Microsoft is going, okay, I'm telling you, it's unhealthy. For even you say that
it's unhealthy, but it's still going to happen.
No, well, I don't have to be there. I don't have to give them my money, so they can do what the fuck they want. I go across the street to PlayStation. You know what I mean? But whatever the fuck the case may be. But I said it to say this, right? There will always be a consumer for more or less console gaming because again, some people just want to sit on their ass, such as myself, plug and play. To say that we play the same type of games, cool. Multiplats, yeah. No, most of the multiplats are on PC. Not a problem. You know what I mean? But you're not going to see me. I'm not. You know, most console guys are not hopping on Smite and shit like that because it really doesn't appeal to us. You know what I mean? They have a much bigger community on Warframe on PC than they would ever on console. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But what you do is you open this Pandora box. You can say split the server, right? Well, you can join if you want. They said the same shit with Gears of War. But you know what happened? None of those fuckers bought the game. You understand that? So what did they do? End up merging the fucking community. So again, I don't want to deal with that shit. You can say that shit now. We ain't got a plan of our choice. But guess what? When this community, when the install base was so low on the PC side, what did they do? they merge their shit with the controller side. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I'm just saying, as a console guy or whatever, I don't want to deal with that.
Talk to him.
You know, that's all I'm
Wait,
saying.
hold on.
What's even sadder is that we in this game playing and we paying $60 a year, and my man in here for free. Fuck out of here, bro.
Fuck you, man.
All right, hold on. I just want to say my piece real quick. So Z, I got a question. What's cheaper, signing up a new customer or keeping your old one?
Keeping your old one. Keeping your old one.
Okay.
It's going to pay for it.
So I think Microsoft's idea here is they want to keep the customers. They don't want anyone jumping to PC. Because there is an emerging fan base that's thinking about, you know, if I go to PC, I can get those better frames, I can get them better graphics, you know, how to deal with this console stuff. My games are cheap. But with them releasing the Xbox One X, they're getting that performance, you're getting the ease of access, and people might just deal with it, you know, because you can share your game and stuff anyways. You do cut down costs. Also, you have to also remember, Gears of War only merged communities because it flopped. PUBG isn't flopping by any means on PC. So they're not going to merge those communities. You guys don't have to be afraid of that. And at the end of the day, I think a third-person game is never as bad on like mouse and keyboard compared to a first-person game.
No,
it's not. Gears flopped
on PC. Didn't anybody ship
Gear on PC, it totally flopped.
What I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, is that there's always the cause and effect, right? If this happens now, if they allow it now, so then it's going to be the next game that comes out, and then the next game that comes out, and then the next game that comes out. And again, and even if check it out, I even take something from Crap Game, and which me and Crap really agree on anything. He said even by that, allowing mouse and keyboard is that you kind of fragment in the community that you're taking. They maybe say there are a big install base that wants to go play on PC, on the PC side of things, right? With the mouse and keyboard. So you're taking them out of over here on the console side. So there's less matches for me to pick from, less people for me to play with. You know what I mean? And again, I'm paying for this fucking service. I'm paying for this, and this same one gets to enjoy it for free. Come on, man! And you say because we get Xbox Live, I mean, we get them same 4 free games they can fucking bootleg if they want. Come on, let's be clear this. You know what I mean? Like, come on, there is no upside. There is no plus side for the console gamers. But let's be clear this, okay? It's not. Again, I want Microsoft to concentrate on the consoles. I'm not fuck Microsoft. I'm talking about the Xbox division. Concentrate and focus on your core or the guys that made you hot, you know, put you in the position that you are. Stop trying to placate to this crowd over here. Hey, come over here. Take care of us first. You know what I mean? You always have to take care of home. You know what I mean? Before I go out there tricking, make sure I pay my light bill, my cable bill. Then I'm gonna hit the titty bar. I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta take care of home first. You know what I mean? And that's what they should do. And again, everything that they've done, this generation, before we move forward, what the things that Phil have chosen, the Xbox Play Anywhere and all this shit, it hasn't worked. We have to be honest with that. It hasn't worked at all. So again,
okay. What's next on the agenda, Z?
Who grandmother's got the fattest ass? Give me the number. Michael Patcher. He goes on. He whips out his crystal ball again. Now he predicts that the Xbox One X worldwide would only do 1 million this holiday season. What do you guys' thoughts about that? Is he off? Is he on?
He's an idiot.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Nick's stupid. I can elaborate on the fact that he's stupid, but that he literally have said in multiple interviews, I get paid to be wrong. So this is just another thing he gonna be wrong about. Like, even when you watch his last video when he was talking about how don't get hyped up over pre-order numbers, he got all emotional. Like he got mad at Windows Central. Like, calm your ass down, bro. If you about to give your old ass an aneurysm if you don't sit down somewhere. Calm down. Like, sit back, relax. Let us buy our shit. It's okay that you were wrong. You just guess. That is literally your job, is to guess. So guess and be wrong. Be okay with it. Take your paycheck and go home.
I think he's a genius. And the reason why I say that is because he's going to downplay them numbers. So if those numbers do great or well above what he predicted, the whole Xbox community is going to flood his channel and flood his Twitter line. And he's going to be back in the light. I mean,
he didn't got views.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe only 1 million, though.
He going to downplay them numbers, and the whole community going to be on his timeline. They're going to be on YouTube and all the comment sections.
Oh, you guys want? I gotta go to the door. Mike, whoever Mike.
You know what? I can't. I hope somebody just run up and catch him while he doing his little podcast and RKO him, bro, because he be talking crazy, man. Like, yo, I just be wanting something crazy to happen, bro. While he talking crazy, like Stone Cold just come out of somewhere and kick him in his stomach and Stone Cold stun him, bro.
The scene of music, just start playing this and come on,
bro. This dude is like yo, $1 million. Like I don't know, that million might have been with them damn them pre-orders for all we know. I'm sorry, but that X got a lot of momentum behind it right now. Like,
it does.
I mean, we can't even deny that.
He's an analyst, man. He get paid to make predictions. Whether those predictions come true or not, like he said, he's still going to get paid. But depending on how popular you are as an analyst, your predictions have a tendency to change the market and how people play the market. So,
right.
Can I ask the panel a question?
Go ahead.
What's that? Bro?
Okay. Do you think the pre-orders are so high right now because it's just the Scorpio edition? Do you think it will carry over to the regular edition?
It's gonna be the regular edition too, bro. Like a lot of people didn't get to get the Scorpio edition,
right?
So
that's the problem, is that the Scorpio edition, everybody tried to pre-order it, they didn't get it, but now they're trying to get the regular edition. As soon as them pre-orders go up, everybody who didn't get their pre-order in is gonna hit that shit up.
And then
most of the people didn't know about the Scorpio edition. That's more the hardcore. Like,
I mean, I got my Scorpio edition the day after Gamescom, so I was all set.
It depends on how many they put out to in regards to them being limited edition. Limited could mean 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000.
You know what you have to worry about?
If it's anywhere in that range and they sold out, then that's awesome numbers.
You got to worry about all the hardcore people getting their stuff first, and then see if this thing is still selling, say, 6 months down the line. After the people that already have their Xboxes want this hardcore, more powerful Xbox, you got to see if these casuals are going to be buying this a year from now. That, you know what I mean? That's what you have to wait for. Because you know people like us are going to run out and go grab whatever they can right away. It's if this thing is still selling a year from now, that's when you got to see.
Right. And my thing is, when it comes to the X, I'm looking forward to seeing the numbers after the holiday. You know what I'm saying? Going into January, going into February. You know what I'm saying? Like if Xbox is still doing this thing, then I feel like the X is doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not gonna tell you the individual numbers, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's just not gonna happen. But if Xbox is up there and it's doing this thing, it's not doing like 40,000 I mean, I'm sorry, like under 100,000 a month, and the X is doing this thing. Trust me.
I mean, in the 360 era, they had no problems with putting them numbers out. I mean, in the 360 era, they had no problem with putting them numbers out. But now, I guess it's the shit. And then Sony didn't put their number out with the PS3. They didn't put the numbers out. They was doing what Microsoft is doing now. So it's like a reversal of roles right now.
Facts. Nethos, what you think, bro? You think it's gonna do over 1 million?
I mean, it's your hardcore console, your upgraded console versus the PlayStation upgraded console. So as long as you're outselling that PS4 Pro and dominating it, I think the X is doing its job anyways. The casuals are going to keep buying the lesser $200 console no matter what. Can't really stop them. But if it's doing its thing, it's doing its thing. That's what all that matters.
All right, so moving on, I gotta ask y'all something. I really need to know this. Did you guys see my man Dean Takahashi playing that Cuphead at Gamescom? Who was that at Gamescom?
Oh Lord!
Oh, man.
Somebody help that man,
bruh. Like he needs some milk.
I kind of wanted to walk up.
Hold on, I want to hear my man all day. Let me hear that all day.
Man, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
about it all day.
Like, bro, hey, isn't it the same dude that gave Andromeda a review too?
Wow.
Yeah, he trashed Andromeda.
Yeah, he straight up trashed it.
Yeah, I guarantee you he did. Like I think he had no character skills on his character, like no upgrades at all. Like he just he ran through the game just with guns. I think. Like he's just he's a fucking idiot. Like you got to have some type of gaming skill to give an opinionated review. I think that's just common sense. You got to be complacent with the game at least. Like you got to know how to do something. I mean, this dude couldn't even get past a fucking log. He couldn't even hop over a log. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
That was the tutorial.
Bruh, I'm pretty sure. Listen, wherever he works, I'm pretty sure his dad owns the building. I'm pretty sure. That's the only way he got his job in the industry. You have to play like you. I mean, I'm a mechanic and I can't fucking change a tire. Like I don't get it.
Oh man,
you know what I mean? It's bad, bro. Like, I mean, fuck. Oh man, I think no one's gonna take his credibility serious anymore when it comes to
what, a lot
games
of that make me question a lot of game journalists.
Yeah.
In regards to how they rate and review games.
I mean, was it worse than watching those people play Crackdown on Mixer?
Yeah, how competent
it was worse, way worse.
Bro, those are not gamers. They weren't gamers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's passable. You know what I mean. But for someone who's in the industry and you do this for a living, you actually get a check. You actually eat cornflakes with this. For you to sit there and not know how to play a game, just on average, it's a problem, bro. And I'm pretty sure the other reviewers like him out there.
Right. Let me say this. This man. How do you not be able to make a jump in a game that's similar to fucking Contra? This game is similar to fucking Contra. Yeah. You've been doing this for 18 years, my man. You've probably been trashed for 18 years and fucking up a video gamer's money. Like, this what you doing out here, bro? Like, wow. I could never take this man word about nothing. I don't want to hear him talk about no games. I don't want to hear that man talk about Candy Crush. I don't want to hear nothing. You are trash, man. You are fucking trash. I don't want to hear nothing. This man trashed Andromeda, bro. I like Andromeda. Andromeda's fire, bro.
Right. I fucked with Andromeda, too. I wanted to send my hand through the screen and slap the shit out of this motherfucker.
If he trashed Andromeda, now you know why. And now we got to question a lot of the game journalists that do these reviews. Are they competent enough when they're playing these games to play them the right way? Like, I seen somebody playing Super Lucky Tales, a video of IGN. Somebody was playing Super Lucky Tale, and it frustrated me the way they was playing. You know, they wasn't really, it was just like they was trying to get through the game. They wasn't really taking their time and trying to complete puzzles and do things, and it was like he was literally trying to rush through the game. And I understand that if you're putting out a video just to show people how the game plays, but if you're going to do a 15 or 20-minute video on a game, man, do the puzzles, try to beat the puzzles, you know, go in detail in regards, move all around the map, stop running past stuff just to try to get through the level. So this make me question other journalists, like when they play these games, how are they playing them? Because the way they play them is trickling down to their reviews, and they're fooling a lot of people.
Like you know what? Honestly, bro, if any journalists are out there, you want to start your own company, what I want you to do is, when someone comes for an interview for that fucking job, get a bolted chair, lock the door, be behind one of them glasses where they can't see you, but you can see them, and make them beat a game of their favorite game of their choice. Beat it.
Right.
Now, hurry up. Beat it.
Facts. Hey, all day. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. After seeing that, if I see a review by somebody, I gotta see gameplay, bro. If I don't see your gameplay, you frauding, dog. I'm sorry. I'm like Google you. I hope you got a Twitch or a Mixer, something, bro. You better have a YouTube channel, something. I need to see you play the game, bro, because you probably lying, bro.
No bullshit. No bullshit. I showed my kids. I was like, I want to see what their perspective is. I showed my kids this gameplay. She said, "How young is he?" Because I think he might be younger than me and Tershawn. My son and my daughter are 9 and fucking 7.
You know what? I really
think you are younger than them.
This is a funny fact, but it's not even funny. Like, my brother, we're 10 years apart, right? I was about maybe 15 when Snake Eater came out, right? Metal Gear, that's part 3, right?
Yeah.
He was 5. He beat the game by himself. By himself. 5. He beat the game. You understand what I'm telling you?
Right.
Like, there has to be a level of qualifications to be a game reviewer, not because you talk slick. You know what I mean? You can type nice. You got good punctuality. Fuck that.
You have to be able to at least play the game correctly.
You're a gamer first.
It took this dude 43 seconds to learn how to jump and press dash.
I don't follow game journalists anyway, man, because that's another man's opinion about a game. You have to purchase that game and form your own opinion of that game, whether you like it or not. Whether you purchase something and you didn't like it, you always have the choice of taking it back, saying, "Hey, I beat it. I didn't like it. You can get some else, maybe get some store credit or something. But at least you got it and was able to form your own opinion of it." You know, some of these games be getting trash reviews, but when you get that game yourself, you be like, what were they talking about? What was they talking about? Oh, were we playing the same game? Because that's that man's perspective of how he viewed that game.
Well, listen,
he's probably gonna say Cuphead sucks.
You know what? Check this out, right? That's I got a lot of backlash, right? When you know how they do the Metacritics when they come out and reverse Sony games get higher than Xbox games.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm being honest with you, I've never walked into a store and asked about the Metacritic of a game. Like, that's it. Listen, I've never done that in my life, and I've been gaming for a long time. Because most jokers thought boogers was candy, right? So that shit, all that shit again is subjective. But again, this goes down like my man said, too much A button in Gears of War. You know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? That's why I don't really put any weight into what these these journalists or whatever say about it. Not to disrespect anybody, but it holds no weight over here because opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But we can, like I said, we can tackle one more topic before we get the hell up out of here. Dead Rising 4 hitting to the PlayStation 4 next year. To me, it just seems like a trend where Microsoft is unable to or unwilling to lock down their second or third party exclusives where it's not the same thing with Sony. You see games like Street Fighter 5 that's it's not coming. I mean, and again, I do expect to see PUBG on the PS4 pretty soon. You know what I mean, my thing is the money that they're taking to do these second party deals, whatever. I mean, they really don't work. We see what happened with the Tomb Raider. Either lock the game down or take that money and give us a new AAA exclusive. I want to get you guys' thoughts about that.
I'm glad it didn't lock down Dead Rising because first of all, that had really lackluster sales. It didn't sell. So if they had locked that down and they spent a lot of money on it, they would be out of pocket. So I don't really care that Dead Rising is going over the PlayStation. In all honesty, they got it like a year later. So like, who cares?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: the money that they took to get it a year exclusive. Close the door for me. To get a year exclusive. Take that same money because I don't like Dead Rising. Either do a true exclusive, or take that money there and put that into a new AAA. Is what I'm saying.
But I think they're still getting because they published that game, so aren't they still getting money even though it's going on the PlayStation 4?
No.
Oh, they got a different deal for it. Okay.
I mean, how about take that money wasted on that piece of shit game and say, hey, bring back Lost Planet. Let's make a new Lost Planet. Make that exclusive.
Crimson Skies.
Just thinking about Lost Planet, bro.
You know what I mean?
Lost Planet was fire,
Crimson
bro.
Skies, man.
And the multiplayer was Crimson Skies is one of the
Project Gotham
dopest airplane games, man.
But look,
I gotta say
that Dead Rising. Hey, that Dead Rising, honestly, bro, that game they probably took 8 months to make that game. It was uninspired. The game was just very lackluster.
Dead Rising.
Oh man, they took out co-op like
trash, bro.
I don't even think Sony.
It's only so much you can
that game, bro.
Doing the same thing over and over again.
I think Microsoft just wasted their money because I don't even think Sony people care that that's coming. I think they care more about them just saying, "Oh, Xbox lost another exclusive." More than they care about playing the game, because I ain't buying that shit. I'll tell you that.
I mean, it's only so much you can keep repeating the same thing over and over again. Right. I think what separates Dead Rising 4 from Dead Rising 3?
It's in the Christmas.
It has less features.
Hey, let me ask y'all something.
Let
me ask the panel something. You got Days Gone, you got Last of Us. Then you got that bum ass Dead Rising. Come on, fam, stop it. Dead Rising is out of its league when it comes to zombie games and shit and survival horror right now. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Like,
it's just
goofy, it's weird. It's done.
When you compare 1 and 2, remember 1 and 2? I mean, each boss fight felt, like it had personality. It felt unique, with the boss fights. They were a little tough, but I mean, it felt immersive. You felt like you was trapped in the mall and you really had these protagonists that were against you. It just felt unique. You know, it wasn't just. I mean, yeah, it was mindless zombie killing, but it had a little bit of elements that differentiated it from others. You know what I mean? So
now it's just mindless zombie killing now.
Huh? Right. Yeah, at the end of the day it was, but I mean, at least the bosses in the game were dope. You know what I mean?
This goes back to what I was saying a couple of shows back about we need genre-defining game. I look at PUBG as a genre-defining game only because it just changed the scope of arena-based shooters. It forces you not to camp. It forces you not to sit in one spot and camp. Like
because if you camp, you die.
You camp, you die. Not only that, you're putting 100 people on one map and saying it's whoever's the last man standing. That is a great creative idea, and the way they got it to where you can't camp, you die. That forces you to go out in the open. It forces you to try to go out and kill somebody. It forces you to be panicky and stuff like that because you got 99 other people on the map that's trying to kill you. So I would say that's a genre-defining game in the arena aspect of games. We need some more like that in the third-person games and these action RPGs. I'm just looking for something different, man. There's too much more of the same going on right now.
Cookie cutter.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
it's just
it's money. I mean, this is the people don't speak. With their wallets, man. I mean,
I think the communities are too focused on resolutions and frame rates, and developers just say, okay, as long as they focus on that, we can just color over.
My thoughts on the whole thing, are like the implication of like Microsoft couldn't keep third-party games or get them out on time. I worry for future games like PUBG. I think that's going to go to PlayStation now. I'm going to back off being that exclusive. Definitely. Like I got to be real. If they can't keep that,
you're letting a company come in there and learn how to. You let Microsoft help you develop the game, right? Because you said,
you're beta testing it all day.
Right. The developer even said this is not easy. That's why Microsoft's coming in and helping us develop it because it's hard, right? So they're gonna let Microsoft help them, and then once we got it perfect for console, go to PS4.
I don't think so.
And I'm really not upset about Dead Rising 4 coming because I think Dead Rising's trash. I never liked that fucking series.
Stupid. If Microsoft that's stupid, what they're publishing it again. They're paying for marketing. Yes. Not only publishing it, they're paying for marketing, and they helping develop the game. To do all of that and allow that to go to
let's be real. Microsoft will do something like that. It is what it is. They the guy next door who always helps the chick out, being all nice to her, but never scores.
I think they know this time how it is. They know this time how important this game is. I think they lock it down. I say they lock it down. Now I might be wrong. I might take an L at sometime next year or whatever, but I'll take that L. But I think they understand the importance of this game and what it's doing on PC right now. Over 900,000 active players now. They almost at 1 million. It's the most played game on Steam right now.
They should.
You don't see this game on PlayStation. You don't see this game on PlayStation.
I said they locked it down. I said I take an L on that, but I said they locked it down.
Microsoft going by their track record, they're not going to lock it down. But I agree with you; they should lock it down. I think it's kind of it's up to us gamers. We got to send some tweets out and get on Microsoft to lock this down because it would be a great benefit.
We shouldn't have to do that, bro.
We should. But I think depending on how it does on the Xbox One X and how the community is on the Xbox One X will determine if they're going and say, hey,
let me say this right here, post up, and I agree with you, right? That was me talking maybe a couple of years ago. This Microsoft in this new regime, when you got the head of the Xbox out there saying he don't think it's healthy for gaming to keep things away from other gamers, and worried more about PlayStation guys and how they feel about some of these third-party deals, and then again taking care of home. If this game was an exclusive or a true exclusive, they would come out and say, like they did with Titanfall, this game was a lifetime exclusive. It's not going to any other platform but Microsoft platform. Well, they don't say stuff like that because they publish and help make Tomb Raider to get that up to 30 frames on the original Xbox or the OG Xbox, whatever the case. That came to Sony a year later. You know what I mean? So again, I actually like to see this game away, and probably cheaper with all the DLC. They're gonna get. That's the problem. We pay top dollar at first.
Yeah, did they learn nothing with that shit? They said like, "Oh, Phil said, I'm not gonna do that again. I'm not gonna make that type of deal." But he did that again with fucking Dead Rising 4.
He was talking about in regards
get, like,
to DLC content.
edition.
He was talking about getting a title, having it exclusive to the platform, maybe for a period of time, and then preventing other platforms from getting DLC content, like Destiny is doing, like what Sony is doing with Destiny. He was talking about doing that. Not that's all. He was talking about the DLC content, the added content, preventing other systems from getting
what
that.
I'll say post up is okay. He doesn't want to do that, but it ain't gonna work.
I think this just my opinion. This just my opinion. I think they realize. I think they're gonna look at the performance and how the community is built on the Xbox One X. See if they can replicate that. What's going on the PC?
And
if it does, you're gonna get a market. You're gonna say
you guys go in on them. That's all you.
No, this is just my opinion. If they can replicate the same community base of active players that's on the PC, on Xbox Live on the X, I guarantee you they're gonna lock that down. I guarantee you. If they don't, they stupid. I take an L because I will be stupid for believing that they would.
Check it out.
My L.
Check it out, folks. Check it out.
The thing of it is that.
Hey, yo, check it out, folks. Right?
No.
That same thing can be said about Minecraft, right? Am I right? Microsoft, they should go across the street, didn't they?
No, Minecraft was multi-platform before they purchased it.
No, but it was on the Xbox first. Before went to the other platform.
No, it was on PC first.
Well, I'm talking about console.
No, but he means console. Yeah, it was a 360 year exclusive. Yeah, he does have a point.
So again, but it was a good decision putting it on because now it's on the Switch. It's on everything. They're making tons of money.
I'm not negating.
How many months do we see in the top 5 still? Come on.
Listen. I'm not negating that, but what I'm just saying, being that the game had a big PC community, then it came to the Xbox and had a big Xbox community. You know what I mean? And then Microsoft. And again, and listen, if this game is truly big, Microsoft's gonna fuck around, double back, and buy the goddamn company and still leave the goddamn game multi-platform.
Indie development, they better bound.
Yeah, they're gonna buy the company and still leave the game multi-platform. Because I'm talking about this.
So what Z is saying is Microsoft's been doing this for a while, and he sees them doing the same shit again.
Yeah, I think if they buy the company, it's gonna be PC and Xbox only. I think they'll prevent it from going to.
What about Minecraft?
Minecraft was multi-platform prior to them purchasing them.
What I'll say about it. You want this to be exclusive. I want this to be exclusive. But looking at Microsoft's track record, are they going to keep it exclusive? They don't do the shit they want. They want us to do.
We're looking at track. I know we got different regimes now. I know people thinking I'm doing a K Mega right now.
No,
I'm just giving a different perspective to the views that's on the panel right now. It seems everybody in agreement. I'm trying to look at this from a whole nother view. I'm just saying, if they purchase the company, or if the active players that's on the PC is replicated on Xbox Live, Microsoft will be a fool not to lock that title down or even buy the company. Minecraft is a whole different thing. It was multi-platform way before Microsoft purchased the company, and they were smart enough to keep it multi-platform too. You know how many systems that game's on? They probably
that thing is a megaton.
They probably recouped the $2 billion. They
did. Hold on. To be fair, to Post Up's credit here, Undead Labs did make State of Decay 1. It was successful. Microsoft bought them, and now we're getting State of Decay 2.
Microsoft does not own Undead Labs.
Undead Labs? Really?
Undead Labs.
Whatever. They own
independent.
Yeah, they bought the IP, the first one. I think they might have bought the first IP, but
okay, they bought the IP, but you get what I mean. We're keeping that exclusive, so he does have some credit.
All right, check it out, right? All right, and you know what? Because again, my man today, we're gonna pray for him. Get a tall glass of bot just with a cuticle on the side. Listen, hey, you there, D?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, now listen. I see last night. I was last week when we were getting up. I almost forgot. They tried to call you out on Twitter. That piece of shit, Puerto Rock. Talking about Assassin's Creed in 1080p 60. Talk to me. What's going on?
Okay, so apparently it was running on a PC. Now, when I was playing the game, the supposed console, it was underneath a cabinet, right? So I didn't actually see it. So they were saying that when the game ends, that it goes straight to a boot screen. I never saw that boot screen, for starters. That doesn't negate what the fucking dev told me, though. So, and then, I don't know, some guy on there, Kofi or some
Now,
shit.
listen, though, this is the same guy that told me about Joe Montana football coming to the exclusive with the Xbox. We gotta watch these motherfuckers at PAX, bro. Talk to me.
So this Kofi guy, he's like, oh, I was there and there was no devs there. But I was there on Thursday. He went, I don't know, I think he went like Saturday. On Thursday, there was 2 to 3 devs there. They were there walking the guys through the game and, you know, talking to the people. They weren't the Xbox employees. Those are like a different group of people. And like, I'm from Toronto, right? And they're from Montreal, and like Montreal people have an accent, right? They speak a certain way. And anyways, the stuff that he was telling me, because there's a lot of stuff, you know, that obviously I can't repeat, you know, it was a dev. And apparently the devs, I guess the reason why they weren't there on the weekend for Friday, Saturday, Sunday is because they flew into PAX and they were at PAX. Anyhow, the devs went into, well, the person I was speaking to went into it and said that there is a 1080p 60 frames per second mode for the Xbox One X, and that they're testing it right now and it's stable.
Okay.
Hey, now, I was shocked. I was shocked when he told me that.
You made WCC.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
shout out to you for that, man.
Yeah, I was working. I'm still working the Samsung event. Today was the last day, so like I didn't look at my Twitter all day. Came home, my God, it was blowing up.
Yeah, but they basically try to call you out. But listen, I will say this though, and not to say that it's not true, but a lot of time at those these events or whatever, it don't be like, I'm not saying they don't be dead, but they be like the low, you know, like the low man on the totem pole, and they be throwing a lot of shit out there. We done heard a lot of things come back from these shows. They turn it out to be true, but I will predict this though. If it is a 1080p, well, I'm gonna say this: if it is a 1080p 60 mode, it's gonna be one also on the Pro, but try to get up to maybe 40. I don't think maybe that would be exclusive to. It would be huge if it was, but I don't think that it would. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion.
Man, I don't want to say too much. I'll say this: the person that told me they're not low level. You know, I'm not gonna say they're the top guy either, but they're not low level, and the experience that they have with the game, it's like, you know.
When does the game come out? In October?
Yeah, it's like asking me what I had for breakfast. Obviously, I'm gonna know what I had for fucking breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy was credible. I can say that.
When does the game come out?
Yeah, November.
It's October, isn't it? October 7th or some shit like that.
Yeah, because I mean that's a month away. If this ain't working by now, it ain't gonna be working.
October 27th.
Oh, what a month? I mean, the game's about to go gold next month or next week.
So the process that they're in right now is for final submission. So the final submission, I believe it's either this week or next week is the final submission, and then that's it. And then they just print it, right?
Well, at some point that should be making the news, because a feature like that, man.
Yeah, well, they're gonna disclose it to the public, but it has to go to the final build now, and then I guess once that's all done, then they go public. But it's running stable, and some up. I don't see. This is why I didn't want to say the other part, because then fanboys are gonna go crazy. Say, "Oh, see, look what he's saying." But I'll just say this: the PS4 version is definitely going to be different. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, do we have anything else to add to that before we get the hell up out of here?
Call of Duty World War II is dog shit.
Oh, let's get into that. Fuck that game all day. You hate it.
It was okay.
Next gen.
I have a montage that says you're wrong.
Fucking T-Reaper, I don't know what he's smoking. That game is trash.
That says he ain't
Because you just suck.
Shout out.
You lucky I wasn't on the other side of that montage. I tell you that right now, player. We get busy over here. I ain't say I wasn't good. I just said it's dog shit.
Hey,
bro,
shout out the dealer. Shout out the dealer. He said that hey, when he said this, bro, I cut the game off. He said it feels like when you sprint, your head's attached to a yardstick, dangling. Man, once he said that, and I started jogging, I was like, yeah, bro, I'm done.
Bro, he put that image in your head.
It's like they was like they wanted to make it boots on the ground. They did that shit. It's just your boots are stuck to the damn ground.
Yeah, man, the game goes horribly. Hold on, I want to just make a quick point. People are saying like, "Oh, you missed the jetpacks, you missed the mech suits, whatever the fuck it was." Fuck no. I played Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. Those games feel much better. This game feels off. It feels slow. You have to use an SMG to do anything.
Of course it's slow.
Let me tell you something.
Trying to replicate the World War II era. They didn't have mechs in the world.
Well, no, what I'm saying, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, you don't have any of that shit, but the game
They don't have these hyper suits that make you move fast or anything like that. You just have you. They back then. Yeah,
I mean, I would argue you move
I'm not a
World at War.
I played and got like 1 or 2 kills, so I'm not. I just played it to see
My highest
kill
thing is 16, so I'm happy.
I don't play Call of Duty, but I played it just to give it a try.
That game was dog shit.
Let me tell you
man,
something.
that game.
I mean, from the bottom of my heart, that game was dog shit.
Let me tell you something before I go. Listen, let me tell you something. You can run for only 5 steps. If you, I got a KS 8000. I play in game mode when I play shooters. If you look at the smoke and the fucking fire, it look like Minecraft. Stop playing with me, man. Fuck no, I'm doing that game, bro. Yo, out of here, bro. Dog shit.
Yeah, and listen, my man.
Hit that like button, man.
Hey,
Yeah, hit that like button,
hey, bro. You know I got the reflexes of an ant, right? But damn, I'm playing the game. I'm gonna say, yo, this is dog shit. Like they like little stickmen out there. Like,
hold on, no joke. Z played like maybe 2 matches. Like, all right, Nath, I'm turning this fucking off. Let's go to Gears.
Hey, yo, listen. It remind me of them old ass army men used to get back and they just lay down and shit. They didn't move or they just stand up with the gun. That's what that shit look like out there,
bro.
man.
The fire even look like trash. Oh my god, the game just looks graphically horrible.
Gears get a lot of flack, but it is so fucking addictive.
Yeah,
Gears is my game, man.
I know that because Z, when he first got into it, Z wasn't playing Gears. He wasn't even playing that many shooters. You know, he was playing really the fighters and in 2K. You know what I'm saying? But when he got a hold of Gears,
this shit changed my life, yo. I stopped believing in Jesus. I said, there can't be a God. I might get my ass cracked like this. Like, there ain't no God. Real.
Now that's all we play, and people jump in the party, and we be having fun. That shit is fun,
bro. Shotgun. For real, that shit be going down.
Gears fills up in like 5 seconds flat.
Hey, yo, but niggas be mad, man. My shots ain't registered.
People can make fun of that A button. They can make fun of that shotgun, but that game is fucking endless.
Yo, that shit
endless fun, bro.
Hold the fucking trigger. Man, it's gonna be almost a body.
Yeah.
But you keep playing. You be like,
yo, hold on. They can call it Shotgun Simulator, but at the end of the day, Gears takes skills. More skills than most games I've seen ever.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I fucking love it.
Hey, Post, you say, no, you gotta move a little bit. You gotta learn how to move a little bit now.
Yeah, you're moving a lot better than like when I was watching your stream. I'm like, man, in the minute he's gonna be wild bouncing in the minute the way he's moving and sliding into cover now.
Hey, yo, but I was taking niggas' head up last night though. One of us. Oh yeah, I got one. You know what I noticed? I'm sorry, we went on 10 about to close the show, but us playing together because everybody can play. When I hop in the rank matches, they don't be shit. I'm like, yo, this is what the pros play. Yo, like they don't be shit. Yo, like I really be out there playing with them jokers, man. You know what I mean? Like we having a ball. We're gonna hop on some gears tonight. That's what we doing.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
Z, Halo Storm said you ain't shit.
Yo, Halo Storm. Listen, I got your kryptonite in my back pocket. His name is Alex. You know what I mean?
Alex believes in COD and 2K is exclusive, so he's a fraud. I'm sorry.
Okay, but your man's scared of
Halo Storm no more. That boy a milestone. His storm just got real mild and slow now.
Summer Breeze. You can't call his name the Halo Summer Breeze. That's his new name.
Summer Breeze. Now he need to change his name to a Summer Breeze.
Yeah, for real, man. When I did this bad his goddamn self. Well, excuse me, Mr. Alex. But ladies and gentlemen, if you want to, the party will keep going on. We ain't about to end the night. I'm about to see the link right here. Come join the mixer. Come bug out with us. You know what I mean? If you got gears before the room fill up, come rock out with us if you want. Leave the link right there. Also, too, last but not least, a shameless plug. If you're interested in getting down with some of the shows, the Broadband Bullies, and what we got going on, I'll leave a link here. Also, appreciate it. Hey, King's Blood post, you guys, man. Everybody leave your link right now in the live thing. You guys can follow these guys. Everybody got a channel.
Alex was like, "Fuck you, Halo Storm." No, that's not nice. Alex.
He said, "No, I don't." He sounds like a rabbi monk, and he was in there praying
to me like that.
I know that debate was about to go left when he hopped in the live and asked for his autograph. I said, "Oh shit!" Before we live on the air. He said, "Hey, Mr. Alex, I'm a big fan of your channel and your work." I said, "Oh shit, this nigga here, man, I'm done." I said, "I'm done. I'm in for one, bro. I'm in for one, man." But now, but this way, hold up, because my man Dragon, hey Alex, you in the chat? Hey, Alex, you free this Friday? Runaway TV said he wants some of that work, yo. So let me know when you're free. You know what I mean? Dragon,
Alex is getting a lot of work, man. Everybody coming for Alex head. What? They coming for your head, Alex.
It was so bad that I had to.
Alex is easy prey.
Man, I'm just saying when them body three jokers, man, took their head off, shotgun hillbilly status, man. So let me know if you free Alex this Friday. He said, "Oh yes, sir." Also this Friday is going down. Alex Escobar versus Dragon 108 TV. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My man Jay Wags too, about to get down with two. Jay Wags for 1-2 shout out to him.
Hey, 100
shout out to Jay Wags, man. He was in the stream last night too.
Yeah, he's about to get down with the movement we got going on. What's going on? What 100 talking about? What wrong with talking about?
Alex, man. I'm trying to see him and Alex, man.
Man, yo, 100 ain't taking no more L's, man. I got my Alex, man. And he said, "I'm at the bus card. I'm done." But no, we out here, man. We catch you guys later on, man. Thank you for rocking out with Xbox Beastfire. I listened also to. I got some other stuff coming. What's tomorrow? What's today? Tuesday, Monday. Oh, today's Monday. I'm ahead of time. I got some other shows, and then also we got the multiplayer podcast, and the debate's gonna be Friday. But look out for that. And Broadband, we got to shoot that show this week too. We out here, man. Bang, bang.